A couple of my buddies, we had like this little dirt jump. I'd say it's actually just a pile of dirt, you know. It had a little lip carved out, but it wasn't really carved out. It was more or less just ridden in, you know. It was all packed, and we just, you know, jumped this thing for hours, and then you can like hip left or hip right or go over it. So I remember this one moment. This guy Andy Leland, he was like really inspirational because he was already doing like 360 no-footers and just crazy stuff, you know. He lived in my neighborhood. He wanted to teach us how to grind, so he took us to this Safeway grocery store and he had a ledge out front. None of us had pegs, so this session we all took turns taking pegs off his bike and putting on our back rim or whatever to learn feeble grinds. And I sessioned this ledge, I'd say about 6 hours learning feeble grinds, and you know, by the end of the day, you know, all of our axles were bent upwards, and you know, that's probably one of the most memorable times being younger.
Killed anti-government protesters. The current Prime Minister, Arseniy Yatsenyuk, told the BBC he thinks there's no doubt who was responsible.
It's crystal clear that President Yanukovych and his close allies
One of my buddies brought me to this bike shop called Build-A-Bike, Phoenix, Arizona. They had a race team going and all this stuff, and my buddy's like, hey, you know, let's start racing. So I was like, okay, cool. So the kids in the neighborhood's kind of the west side of Phoenix. We had like a west side, and we had like the north side, and then we had the east side kids, but we were like the west side crew. And you know, it's pretty ghetto, and didn't have a lot of money at that time, so we all had like crappy bikes. So we started racing. We went to the track at Thrashland, and when you pull into the parking lot, they had this fucking 6-foot mini ramp, a big box jump, big blue full pipe, like snake run. I was like, whoa, that looks freaking awesome, you know, like. So I started racing. The track was pretty cool, you know, and I just loved jumping. In between motos, I would go ride the box jump and the mini ramp, and I was like, racing sucks, you know, like that's the moment that I quit racing. And, you know, it was like 6 or 7 months after I started racing, and you know, I really got into riding ramps and box jumps. And at the same time, I met this guy Danny Williams, and he's just an epic dude in Arizona, like 4 pegs, front and back brakes. He's like the little Dave Mirra at the time, you know. He's like flying out 6 feet on the mini ramp doing bar spins and Supermans and like nose picks, and you know, I was blown out of the water because I've never even seen a bike video, or I had no clue like that someone could do this on a bike, you know. So that became a normal thing. Every Thursday we'd go to Thrashland and just ride the mini ramp. It just had a huge deck, learn manuals, double